Well, the latest drought monitor shows drought doubling across Minnesota and severe drought expanding too. We have some hopeful chance of rain for the forecast in the weekend, which might include some rare severe weather season this season. So the latest drought monitor really shows an expansion of the drought. It now includes all of central Minnesota, so back into South Dakota, through central Minnesota, up the whole North Shore to Canada. So all of Cook County in this drought, and severe drought now includes the Duluth area, two harbors, and then a pocket of central Minnesota. All of the Twin Cities now is in the drought, whereas the last couple of weeks it was just the northern half of the metro. Still dealing with some ozone air quality issues too. Central and southern Minnesota, unhealthy for sensitive groups expected today. Probably won't see quite as elevated conditions as the last couple of days because we are seeing a little bit more cloud cover this afternoon. So the less sun you see, the less chemical reaction you get to produce some of that toxic surface level ozone. Still have this long area of low pressure to the west that is inching literally closer. It moved about 10 miles more east in the last 24 hours. Behind it, some cooler high pressure that we'll see next week, breaking the heat, and the upper level pattern shifting. Finally, this big trough to the west is kind of squeezing the two areas of upper level high pressure, or that heat dome, so it kind of pinches off the northern end. That's going to allow everything to progress eastward and push that heat to the south of us for the time being at least. So rain chances will be increasing. Today, mainly the northwestern part of the state. Tomorrow, northern and central Minnesota, and then Saturday and Sunday, statewide chances of showers and thunderstorms. But we'll break down that timing here for the weekend as well. We even have an early look at an excessive rain possibility for central and northern Minnesota on Saturday, because the showers and thunderstorms that do develop could produce some heavy rainfall. There will be a lot of moisture. It's a matter of if can we squeeze that out. And the way it's looking for total rainfall through the weekend, could see a widespread soaking, 1 to 2+ inches maybe in northern Minnesota. This would be really a beneficial rain. And still some things that could go bust with this yet. We'll have to see whenever we're dealing with thunderstorms. But again, late today, showers and thunderstorms confined to northwestern Minnesota, and then that'll sort of fizzle out overnight. Tomorrow, we'll see a couple of thunderstorms maybe inch closer to the Twin Cities. More of a central and northern Minnesota chance of some of these showers and thunderstorms developing. I think the Twin Cities, southeastern Minnesota stays dry, and then again, that'll kind of fizzle out, move through overnight. Saturday, maybe a few showers early in the morning, but then what we're really watching for is later in the day Saturday, late afternoon, evening. Strong storms develop in western, southern Minnesota and then progress eastward. Still some questions of timing though. Some models a little bit earlier, more midday Saturday, some models more in the evening, like the European model, and overnight. And then we'll see some showers and thunderstorms kind of wrap around this system into Sunday. Even Monday could have a few lingering showers still. And something that's been rare, shouldn't be, June is the peak of our severe weather season, but we do have a marginal risk of severe weather for the Twin Cities, slight risk already a couple days out for southern, south central, southwestern Minnesota, because the jet stream is finally going to be in our neck of the woods. We've not seen that much this season, and that brings with it some shear. Now, maybe not quite the right kinds of shear or enough of it to produce widespread severe weather, but at least something. And there are some differences in how much energy and instability we see just how far north. The European model confined to southwestern Minnesota. The North American model is more widespread, central and southern Minnesota, including the Twin Cities. So we could see that risk of some severe weather expand further north and east, or it could stay confined to southwestern Minnesota. But because of that, the NAM model also does have some actual potential tornadic parameters. This is a significant tornado parameter. It's actually elevated across a little area, at least, of south central Minnesota Saturday afternoon. So we might be watching not only the risk of some rain, which we need, but potentially some severe weather late Saturday too. So those are the things we're going to be watching. Meanwhile, still hot, probably a couple more 90s for the Twin Cities, and then cooler. Look at Sunday, just 76 for a high, and then normal temperatures for a change early next week, early 80s, but then we'll be slowly inching upward on temperatures next week.